Hey everyone, so today we'll be taking a look at how exception handling works. So let's just get rid of this methods we have from before. And now exception handling is usually done by using try and catch blocks, or as in Python you use the except block. So why we actually use them is because of the fact that if our program, whatever that is, like say this is a program, and if it runs into some sort of error, then the program shouldn't crash, and try to handle that error in some sort, so that even if we do mess up, even if a program messes up, it doesn't crash and just gets in the way of the working of the entire program and all. So let's just delete that, and let's create a function, kind of a pretty infamous at this point example for try and catch block would be a divides method, and we'll just store this in a new variable. We'll divide the two numbers that we pass in inside the function call, and then let's just print C. So, and now if I call that function, so it's a 10,5, I save it. If I run it, we get 2.0. Okay, so it works. 10 divided by 5 does give me 2, so it works. Now let's say if I call this function again on 4,2 and then again on 3 divided by 0. Now it's certain that the program will crash at 3,0 because at that point it'll try to divide 3 by 0, and if I run it, exactly, it prints 2.0. 2.0 means 10 divided by 5, 2, 4 divided by 2, 2, and a 3,0, it just prints division by 0. It prints that. It prints division by 0. That's the error that it's encountering over there. And if I had another line of code here that says 100 divided by 2, if I run it, my code never reaches this fourth line. Like at this point, it just throws an error, and it just shouts at me like, you made a mistake, there's something wrong, and it just shuts off. The program closes. It doesn't care about what happens again. So to fix that, or what you can do is say use this try and catch functionality, or exception handling is the technical term. So what you need to do is the area of the code that you are in doubt of, that is the thing where usually the error might happen. You put that area inside a try block, and everything needs to be indented, so that everything that's part of the try block needs to be indented one space ahead of it. So let's just indent this division and this print statement in here, so that if it encounters any error in this region, in this 2 lines, so what it will now try to do is catch them. And how we can do that is just say except, and we can say 0 division error. Now, how do I know it's called 0 division error? You can look that up in the Python documentation. I mean, if you're really that about the Python docs, or you can just, it's a little Google search up, like what is the division by 0 error called in Python, so that you can implement that exact functionality over here. Let's just get rid of the documentation for now. Besides, it just depends, like whether if you are dealing with an input error in your program, or whether you're dealing with some sort of mathematical error or some functional error. It all depends on the program that you're creating, and you should be able to find a lot of examples online. So now inside this except block, back to our example, what we need to do is we need to say what needs to happen when this sort of error is encountered. We'll say print stop trying to divide by 0. So that's what should happen whenever it encounters that error. So if we now save this, and if we now run it, or hold on, Let me just get this back up, or otherwise let's just close this and rerun this so we get a fresh screen. And yeah, now what happens is when it reaches this third line, this problematic line which causes us an error for us, and previously our program stopped, crashed working, instead here it says stop trying to divide by 0 and moves on. It proceeds to the next line in the code and it executes that. So that's one way of making sure your program is robust, error-free, and does not fail on the first sign of any error encountered. So that's the basics for exception handling, and I'll see you guys next time.